You might have seen this on PC as well, the game Islanders. And again, it's like, as maybe going back 5 or 6 years, we saw that surge of different varieties of cozy games, from the relaxing city builders, and I think Antoine and I talked about one a few months ago. Islanders is another one, to the games where it's just, hey, you click on something and something happens. You're making this town and there's no objective. Tiny Glade is another game like this. There's a guy out, a developer out in Japan, who's making a game about decorating environments. And so that there are lots of these kind of games, and was one of them. It is a game that I think it's been on my Switch wishlist for forever. I think I never got it, but the second one is actually out. It's no stress, no enemies, just pure city building satisfaction. So what's new, right? Islanders New Shores, again, is similar to Cap Quest 2 and Cap Quest 3 and Ghost of Yotei Imagine, is it adds a lot of everything, right? So new islands, new building packs, progression mechanics this time. So adding, giving someone like me, sometimes I like to play games where there's some, like, an inkling of progression, right? I love the Stardew Valleys because it's like, hey, I harvested 10,000 carrots. Okay, my carrot skill harvesting ability is up one. I know that sounds bad, but that's the only example I could think of. But yeah, so I like these sort of cozy games because of the progression mechanics. Like, I have played games like Unpacking where there is no progression mechanics. It's just finish this level, go on to the next level, and that's cool. For me, in those kind of games, the art style trumps everything else. And so in Islanders New Shores, it's the usual Zen game loop. I'll build beautiful settlements based on point optimization. A great game for casual players, a great game to introduce to somebody like a partner or a friend who's, hey, Korean, I'm bored, I need something to do. I know you're a gamer, I was thinking about playing games. I'm like, okay, sure, why don't you try out Islanders? It's a very minimalist art style, so that's the one kind of thing I don't like. It's very similar to a game I might be playing at the end of this month, which is the new Hobbit game, or Hobbit Islands of the Shore. Oh god, I can't remember it, but it has a really cool art style. Like, the environments look really beautiful, but the characters themselves, the geometry of the faces look weird and not as attractive as I would like. So this is similar. Take a look at the trailer. Again, if you're watching the live stream later, or if you're doing your own research, take a look at the trailer. Sometimes art styles do put people off. I was watching Auto Battler before we started the show while I was moving all this shelving into place. And that was like a very basic 1994 Pentium 486 sort of art style, like a really old graphic style. But some people like it. I do not at all. So the cool thing about this as well is, compared to number one, was like, you played it and you made it all the way to the end, and that was it. You could play it again, and there would be like a 5% variation in between your first run and your second run. In Islanders New Shores, it's all about procedural generation, so every run is going to be drastically different. Now, as I've gotten older, I felt like procedural generation is not that big of an, oh my god, I must play this again because it's procedurally generated. I have to. I've got to do it. No. It's maybe now, number one would have been like a 5% difference between each run. Number two is probably like in the 25 to 30% difference, because procedural generation does add some replayability, but not a huge amount. But again, it just depends where you are. So if you're somebody who maybe you played SimCity before, I think I've seen these posts on Reddit recently where guys, yeah, man, I used to play games 20 years ago when I was in my 25, 26, and I stopped for 5, 6, 7 years. This might be a good entry into it. When you used to play this kind of game, you don't want to get back into gaming and jump straight into a City Skylines where there's a lot of details and a lot of things to take into account. And Islanders New Shores might be something just for you. So if you played the first one, let me know what you think. I hope I'll have a chance to play this at some point. It is on PC. And again, it is super cheap. It is a $5 game. The first one goes on sale for $1 if you want to try that out at some point as well. So keep an eye out for that. Comment down below if you played this one, if you picked up the second one. I'd love to know. And stay tuned for another cozy game next week.